Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy She Luch, LOX D Block, Silverback Gorilla up in here. Hey, yo, look, this is a good one right here, y'all. I'm having fun doing this. First off, everybody stop what the fuck you doing. I need to shout out my peoples. My peoples, you know what I'm saying? Where we at with it? We with Uncle Fax, Uncle Night Night, and Uncle Rico. Woo, from the Drunk Unks podcast. I'm a drunk unk too. I need to be down with y'all, baby. Point blank, the Drunk Unks podcast. Yo, look, man, if you ain't fucking with D Block or the Drunk Unks, you better count your fucking days. Woo! D Block, baby, yeah. Love y'all. Peace.
Yo, Rico, hold up, it's over night.
You know, I'm a fact, you already fucking know, yo.
Podcast, you rock with my boy, my little body.
Aquatic.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah. Hey, look. Get your ass the fuck up. You're now tuned with the Drunk Unks. So go and grab your cup, relax, and fill it up. Sit back and drink it up, cause my unks gon' turn it up. I'm with Uncle Night Night, Uncle Rico, and Uncle Fax. I be the lit Neff, King Quaddy, I'm kicking fast. They put y'all on game, and Quaddy spitting the real podcast. With Master Pill, we just lit like that. I see you grooving, I see you moving. So have a seat and grab a drink and get into it. And if you ain't rocking with the Unks, one thing I gotta say, y'all only get half a bar. Count your fucking
days.
Be hating this little
Katie put a paragraph like he texting the girl or something. Bro's a group chat. Keep everything simple. Like, the fuck?
First of all, it's fucking gay, dude. So stop. Matter of fact, that's all. That's all.
Got me nervous.
We live now and shit.
Oh.
Good sound check.
Lord, my bad.
We live, baby. Zuckerberg, get this shit together.
I should unplug that, yo. Let me.
Nah, too late for that now.
That shit gonna be like coming through the what you call every time they working out there too. Every time the emotion gonna go. It's my phone gonna go off when somebody at the door anyway. All right.
Okay.
Sit on the end.
Quit running in and out. I'm sick of this shit.
I sat down and got back. I feel like we in church.
Oh.
Nah, see now when you sit in a pew in church and you sit on the end on purpose,
hey,
you've accepted what's gonna come with that. For real.
Share the video, dear.
Oh, that guy. What's up, Christian?
Motherfucking Christian.
That guy. He's something else.
Definitely.
Never call him that name.
Hey, Twitty, you got one more time, Twitty. One more time.
4. Pow, straight.
Why you ain't tag Uncle Fax, man?
I don't believe in that page.
I thought that was like your ghost account, so that way people don't know in case you fuck up on your other one. Now, if you want us to start posting that one, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, the two linked. They linked." Okay.
Nah, bro. They separate, yo.
They together, but they separate.
Show them some respect.
Show them some respect.
Any of my friends who are watching, I have water. So, just in case the Muslim community is watching. Like, what is this? Damn, Jamila doing up there with the men's?
Oh, she tripping.
See, so typically when people come on the show, we require them to drink. But if this goes against your own personal or religious beliefs, we still support people who support us.
Facts.
Now, when we take our shot, though, you better hit that water at the same time.
Gotcha.
Right. We sip, you sip.
I sip, you sip, we sip.
Facts. That being said, it's Friday night with your Drunk Unks here at the Drunk Unks podcast. I'm Uncle Night Night.
I'm Uncle Rico.
Uncle Fax.
Oh, wow.
Gang.
So we're making our own sound effects now.
Oh.
Gang.
Oh.
So ain't nobody going to introduce me?
I was getting to that. It's just he really.
Every week is something new with this motherfucker.
Right. Come on, man.
So we are joined by a special guest.
What did you want?
I'm-
John,
It's a dramatic pause.
Not good.
Miss Cleveland's in the building.
hey y'all.
Now you can tell them your full name or what you want to go by, because you know I don't be wanting to just put everybody's business.
I mean,
out
I got a
there.
lot of personalities.
Okay, so who's with us today?
Jamila, Dia, Rashida, Didi, they all here.
Whoa. I thought Uncle Fat was bad. Whoa. You see this?
Now,
But no.
all of them don't drink, or just a couple?
Yes, Gabe. Yes, Gabe.
Rashida, she indulges a little bit, but she not tonight.
Oh,
Not tonight. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
So excited. So
everybody,
excited.
Gabe's on the board. Gabe's on the board.
So excited. Before we get into the spiel, you told me earlier this week you had a nice public service announcement you wanted to share.
I mean, I forgot about it. You know what I mean?
I'll go.
I forgot, bro. Like, damn. Oh,
Okay.
I'm old head, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gabe.
And I drink.
Okay, Gabe,
I
you gotta
drink.
relax. You ain't never put this much motherfucking energy into a live.
Yeah, he tripping, yo. He tripping, yo.
Like my son say, capping.
Showing up for the book.
Mm-hmm. Pitch and woo. You got a public service announcement this week?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, the Hulk is out. All right? It's fucking cold. And I'm somebody who never gets cold, right? These last few days, I've been kind of worried. Because people still with their fucking air on. It's been cold as fuck. So, like...
If you got your air conditioner on, it's safe to say your house is lacking proper ventilation.
Yeah.
It's people.
No. If you got a lot of motherfuckers in the house, that's something different. But at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, you shouldn't have a fucking air conditioner on.
Well, maybe you
I
want to
can't
sleep
trust nobody like that.
Or like 8, 9 o'clock, and you got to turn it off.
Nah.
You know, once you sleep and
Nah.
it's cold, you don't want to get up.
I'm not.
That never been like that?
Not till you got to get up.
Man, I'd be like, damn, I got to piss.
Yep, that's what gets you up. You be like this. Decisions.
This is like, fuck. Like,
How much
Do I
longer
go
does
to the
my
bathroom
bladder
first?
have?
I'll go there first.
Oh man, I gotta.
Don't trust nobody that got their air on at this time of year. That's all I'm saying.
okay.
They
All
probably
did
steal
those trust
shit.
me.
How about to say, like,
Whole air conditioner on, or like are we talking fan?
Both.
Oh,
whoa.
okay.
I mean, I use the fan year round, but
So you be garbed up when you go to bed?
No,
Oh, okay. Nah, I was asking
That's why you trying to figure out why she's so hot.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
You was thinking too. Yo, John, you was thinking it too. Like,
Okay, so you're a little warm. Now I get because you. All right, yeah, there it
because
is.
she said the fan and the air conditioner.
Yeah, that's like like fat.
But if
man
I
shit.
turn it off, then I have to open up a window. So either way, I need
So you
like
just
constant
in constant
air.
need of a breeze.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like even in a car, like if somebody sneezes
How old are
or
you?
cough, I'm 35.
35. Okay. So I'm about to say because I used to be that guy. Used to always, yeah, man, I gotta have a fan on when I'm sleeping. Let that shit blow right on me.
nah.
The fuck is going on here? So I was like that, right? And then one day, had that fan, boom, fan,
Oh,
bruh. I ain't get cold. I woke up one day and my motherfucking shoulder was inflamed with arthritis, and I couldn't lift my arm up. And I was like, "Fuck that fan!" I retired it, gave it to my son. Like, this is you now. You got some years now. Enjoy it. But yeah. Speaking of which, that's my public service announcement. Fuck getting old, boy. I'll tell you what, boy. Way my back feeling today.
That's that.
Shit in the way.
That was your
Uh,
public service announcement.
yeah,
Or
fuck
this
it,
is
no.
it. It's coming. Oh, that's it.
You know, I might elaborate more if you need to, but you seem like you're ready now.
No, I did not. I mean, I'm not ready, but I got. I always
But
got
it's a
something to say.
blessing getting old because it's a privilege that not a lot of people get to see.
I
So it's a blessing and a curse.
I fucks with that mindset, but I'm just talking about like the physical breakdown and limitations that start showing up that was never there before.
Well, as long as one limitation don't show up, you
Don't put
good.
back stress like he outside now.
Hey, yo, watch what you say, bro. Gang, bro. It's important that you when I do that. My fault. I gotta do this. I'm trying. All right, this way. Gang. I just want you to.
speaking of getting old, you're old for gang signs, ain't you?
Hey, listen, man, there's a different type of game going on, man.
Okay.
Listen, man.
What kind of game? Yeah.
Let's see.
That's a sign of getting old.
It's a dangerous game.
Nah, because you gotta choose your words wisely because we don't want somebody to like put us all in a category and come get us. Gang related affiliation.
Fair enough.
I'm just a guest on the show just in case somebody.
I love the disclaimer. Way to get that out there. I'm not here usually. This first time, you make me uncomfortable. Might be my last.
But now you had an interesting topic earlier. I forgot how it went.
Conscious parenting.
Okay.
Conscious parenting.
That sounds
Very.
I'm losing a lot of words today.
I'm going to need you to take a drink or something. You got to get
Well,
that.
lay off. You get some water.
No, we just
How about
started.
you drink your beer?
We just started drinking.
It's the hoodie.
Listen, man, gang, man.
So what is about conscious parenting that you guys are like?
Now, all right, read your.
Whoa. First of all, nobody is clearly defined here as opposition. So don't be, don't have that energy.
Okay.
We might be in support of it.
I heard.
It's 3 different personalities, 3 different fathers up
I can
here.
see it right now. Watch, I get on the show and come back. I got something for
All
his
right,
ass.
that's
Look,
good.
she was thinking.
Everybody,
Look.
yo, everybody does that shit.
Jamar goes, I'm trying to get my first slot on the show.
Oh, well, we got you. I got you, good brother. Trust me. You just texted me, nigga. You know I got you.
So the post said, in conscious parenting, there's no hitting, punishment, yelling, wall sits, or exercise of any sort that's torture. Torture sentences like I will not blah 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 100 times. Giving extra chores, taking away things to be petty, and threats. Think if it's mean, don't do it. Kids don't need pain to learn. They need help from good parents to learn.
I'm with most of that.
Yeah.
Most of
A
that.
couple of them.
Well, first
I have some
I
have some deviations that I do.
Well,
in my
I have a
household.
disclaimer first, okay? So
Oh,
there's
shit.
no right or wrong way. Well, there is a wrong way, but there's no right or wrong way. What is that?
That's how to drink.
We're going to take our beverage now.
Grab your
Oh,
water.
I don't know what
Disrespectful,
that is.
yeah.
I was like, what is that?
Don't worry.
Educate me.
Yeah, just hit
Let's
your
keep
water.
up. Let's keep
Just hit
up.
your water.
We don't got to talk.
Got it.
We're not going to tell you what to do. Let's follow us.
Oh, okay.
We're going to lead you.
Okay.
So, you were saying,
There's no right or wrong way to be a parent. There's no handbook to be a parent.
oh, they've written some handbooks. Don't mean that they're good, but
And like, so conscious parenting is relearning how to be a parent because
sure boy.
you never taught to be a parent. You went to class to learn how to drive a car. You go to class to learn how to get a gun or shoot a gun. But they just hand you. I just had a baby a year ago, and they handed me this person and was like, "All right, see y'all."
I agree 100% what you just said about that. Every parent experience is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then a lot of people get trapped up in tradition and how their mom and dad treated them. And they try to bring that the whole way of life into their kids' life, and I think that causes a big problem.
Right.
Well,
What?
One of the things that one of the things that happens is when you, especially like first-time parents, you sit here and you draw on all of your own experiences of being a child and the things that you deemed you didn't like or were unnecessary. You try to immediately deviate from those things.
Right.
But also what happens when you're a first-time parent is you start getting a little more clarity and understanding of what your parents were doing, a little bit more understanding of their plight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what like they was going through with you, and you know what I mean.
But I believe that you're gonna need some type of like structure or discipline. However you want to put it. Like I'm gonna say structure, and you say discipline. But you're gonna need some type of we adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't run a red light because we know that we're gonna get in trouble, right? And then the consequence of running a red light is what? You want to pay money.
Right.
You keep doing it.
But
they're
one's
take
going
your
to yell
privilege
at you.
No,
one's
because
going to hit
listen. What I'm trying to say is, listen. But you still paying. You gonna pay money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without even hesitation. I gotta pay my $25 fine, and then also you do it again. Pay like $50 fine. You do it again.
It increases.
It increases. Then
Right.
you lose your license,
Right.
So it's some type of
Or jail time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You keep it up. You keep it up, motherfucker.
And by that, speaking of that, when I was coming here to construction,
Mhm.
I was like, I know these.
You better run this
Bruh.
stuff.
I thought that
Bruh.
it was a checkpoint. I mean, I had nothing to worry about, but I was just like, I don't really know if my credentials is, on point.
We all been there.
We all been
I was
there.
like, I'm about to get towed, and I have walked like.
Ain't nothing worse than getting pulled over, and that's the moment where you realize, oh shit, my license was expired 2 months ago. Shit.
Your registration.
My registration.
Like, and then the cop,
insurance.
and then the cop look at you like you knew, motherfucker. I ain't know, just as surprised as you. Every time the cop be like, you knew, you ain't know, no motherfucker, I ain't know.
Nuh-uh.
Word.
I never forget, yo. A cop got me in front of R&R one day.
Was you
He
leaving
said-
or no?
No, I was pulling up because I was ready to go to work. I'm pulling up, right? I'm pulling up the park, right? He get right behind me, throw the lights on me. I'm like, what's up?
He tells
I'm like, what's up? Because like,
good, like
because like when I was working, we kind of on the same side. He was like, yeah. He's like, check it out, John.
so you know
Your license expired today at 5 o'clock. I was like,
Oh,
damn.
hey, nigga, it's 9.
Like,
I had no idea. Yeah, get that taken care of. I was like, no, so you thought I was somebody else. And then you realized, okay, step out the car, this security shirt.
But bro, every time like my registration was supposed to be renewed, I found out when I got pulled over. That's crazy. That's fucked up.
I feel like I'm going to check my
but
registration when I leave
really,
here.
it's your responsibility
Yo,
as
JD,
an
what's going on,
adult
my boy?
to make sure you do it.
Yes, that's like, not I mean, but I never got nobody. Nobody never taught me or yelled at me and said, Uncle Fax, check your registration.
So for your children, that's
Okay.
one thing that you.
Okay, but anyway,
on.
let's get back. We're gonna be back on topic, right?
Mhm.
All right, every household gonna be different.
Facts.
Everybody gonna have their way of disciplining their kids and everything. I don't think there's no wrong way how you can tell somebody how they discipline their kids. That's me personally. Now
You don't have to agree with it.
Yeah, we don't gotta agree with it, but that's their household.
True.
So if my son was here right now and he knocked that over and I just knocked him over, you won't be like, yo, dude, chill out. Like,
I'm like, whoa,
There's levels to it, man.
it is levels. I like that, Tweety.
Well, here's the thing, right?
just like the ticket. You don't go to jail for your first ticket, so you should be knocked
so,
out your first ticket.
you're saying when you knock your little baby over, that means we already know he a repeat offender. So he got smacked
Well, I don't
because he
believe
knocked
it.
some shit
I don't
down
believe
2
in
days
hitting.
ago.
I don't
Habitual
believe in
line
hitting,
stepper.
so
Oh,
I don't
well,
hit.
she ain't smacking, but she bumped him. Tripped him when he wasn't looking.
But like, what if a kid? I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? You tell the kid stop running towards the steps, right? And they keep doing it, and you say like over and over again, stop running to the steps. So you're not gonna yell because you say you're gonna raise your voice at them or nothing, and you're not gonna hit them because you won't hit them. How will you convince your kid stop running to the steps? What, you gonna show her like a doll baby going down the steps and see what happened to the doll baby and shit?
Why don't you want them to go towards the steps?
We know why. Because
No,
the kid will fall.
but the kid doesn't know.
The kid, so that's why I said, how will you make sure a kid,
Trial by
like, it's
error.
like the stove. Remember the hot stove? A kid, you tell a kid it's hot, they like hot until they touch it. They be like, it's hot. They be like, it is hot.
My godson is 20, and he might be watching. And when he was a baby, I was like, "No, Justin, you can't touch that. It's hot." He still tried to touch it. I'm gonna put your hand to it. I'm gonna show you that it's hot. I'm
So
not
you
gonna
push
wait.
him down the steps?
No.
That's what y'all like to
I'm
do.
That's how we started it, right?
Bit extreme. Let me just
I'm
toss your
gonna
ass down here. So you
One time, like one time. It might hurt.
I'm gonna put your hand on the burner. I'm pushing you
I'm
down
not in the
goddamn
burn.
steps.
I'll put it on the oven door to show them that it's hot and it could hurt you.
So
but-
you push him down the first 2
But
steps.
I'm gonna explain that if
So we won't push him
you
down.
fall down the steps and it'll hurt.
But how can
But
you
I like
explain
that.
it though?
I like that idea with the doll. Like, see, the doll is hurt and see how it landed. But then natural consequences. You keep not to tell my brother business, but my nephew fell down the steps. They kept telling him like, don't play by the steps, C3. Don't play by the steps. And he fell down the steps. And guess what he did for the next 6 months at the top of the steps? Somebody come get me because I fell down the steps and I almost killed myself.
So you
I'm
saying?
good.
So what you saying is let the kid go through it themselves
Yeah.
and let them teach themselves. Really, teaching themselves. Really.
Well, by nature as a parent, you're trying to protect your child from harm, but trial and error, sometimes they have to experience the harm. So then that way they understand, like, oh no, they wasn't just saying that to be mean or be an asshole. They were they were really trying to protect me. Damn, I should have listened.
Right.
Look out for the cookout.
But like I remember you talking about falling down the steps. I got a quick little story, man. I was at my aunt crib, right?
I got a lot of stories.
I was at my aunt crib, right? And she was getting her house redone. So they took the banister, they took both sides of the banister off of her steps. So they're putting in new ones, right? So I'm coming down, like my mom went upstairs. So I naturally followed my mom. So she coming downstairs. So I went in front of her. So I'm coming. And nigga, the worst thing ever happened.
You reach for the banister?
No, she reached for the banister. And she went down. And here my happy-go-lucky is, la 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 la. Bruh, she hit me. I tumbled down the steps, right? At the bottom of the steps was the wall. So I hit the wall, and then she hit me into the wall.
Oh.
It was like hockey. I got checked.
Oh.
I was like this.
She probably felt really bad because she heard.
She probably did feel really bad. Not as bad as I felt, because I felt like, God damn, where that truck come from?
I mean, like, I got a little similar story, but I was 8, so my brother was 9. My brother Kun was 9. Like, everybody know what penicillin tastes like, the bubblegum flavor.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So my mom, huh?
The amoxicillin.
The bubblegum, it tastes like bubblegum, right?
Yeah, the pink shit.
The pink one. Woo!
It was called penicillin.
So what happened
back
was,
in my day.
yeah, about to say my day was.
I don't know. Maybe
It might have
changed the
changed it.
formula.
Yeah, okay.
Watch your tongue. Watch your tongue.
So anyway, my mom gave us a spoonful. I'm like, God damn, that shit good. Right? I'm like, yo, got another one? She's like, no, you only supposed to have one. You took one. So okay, later on the night, we snuck in the kitchen. First of all, you know you really gotta be good to open them bottles up. Cause you know I got to press down.
You know you gotta.
No, it was squeezed.
You got to squeeze the top, but then turn it at the same time.
Yeah. So my brother Coon
Hey, Stray, what's going on?
He opened both our bottles, and I drank my bottle. He drank his bottle. I don't know. I woke up in the hospital, so I learned the hard way. Even though it was good, she told me not to do it, but she ain't explained what happened.
I could have a bottle before on the humbug, and
I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way what happened. Because I woke up in the hospital and we was in there for a couple of days.
What the fuck?
We drank the whole bottle.
Mama, hey Trey.
We drank the whole bottle.
Mama probably almost had to be an investigation because of you.
Hey, listen. I don't, but back then diapers was kind of different. They moved different back then because ass whoop was allowed back then. We won't be having this conversation right now.
Very true.
Back in the day.
Well, we would have, but y'all would have been like, you crazy. Why are you
make
that, baby?
But parents back then was different. They had a whole different mentality. They'd be like, you want to call Davis? Here, hit a phone. Call them. And get your shit when they get here, too.
Well, no, my mom would have been like, and don't take nothing that I bought you out this house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I ran away at least 8 times.
It was me. I've been sitting there, 2 coloring books. 2 coloring books and a motherfucking G.I. Joe. Be like, my daddy got me the G.I. Joe.
In the school, gave me the coloring book.
Yep, I got these.
But it is a whole different era. But just because the era changes, they don't mean the structure of the household should change too. Because my thing is like the structure of the household will protect the community at the end of the day. Will make the community better than what it is. And I think that the households is changing with the way that the air in the community is changing. So that means there's no structure, there's no foundation nowhere.
I think that's a problem now, is because like the parents are letting the kids run the household because they're just tired of them just doing whatever.
I think they're scared. The system makes the parents scared. You can't touch them. You can't yell at them. You can't yell at them.
Not in my house.
But yo,
it's a natural order of things.
First of all, my house is a passionate household.
I love that description.
They know who the facts is passionate. So my daughters kind of be ready for it though. Okay, Dad. They lean back with it. They might put their hand over their ear, but they know how I'm coming though. They know I'm coming though.
I just got pretend.
Really?
Really?
A dear bruh? Really?
Now you might get these people that's watching thinking that you got something inside that water bottle.
It's moonshine. It's corn liquor. But like I know, for me personally, like I know one trait I naturally inherited from my parents I was in a household that was full of curse words. Curse words when things were good, curse words when things were bad, really bad curse words when things was fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
But I don't think cursing is bad.
Let me finish. I was about to get to that.
Okay.
Let me finish though. I'm with you on that.
I'm finished.
Like if my son, once he gets older, and he comes to me and he says, like, Mom, I'm really upset, I'm really frustrated. Can I be candid with you? Can I speak my mind? Sure. This bitch at school did some fucked up shit and I'm really mad. Come to me with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Come to me with that. Don't go to the teacher and tell the teacher that, but come to me with that. Because as an adult, we are multifaceted. So we know at school we act one way, at work we act another way. Here we act another way. So at work you wouldn't be waiting for a bell and be like, all right, cool, let me get a shot.
So we all fronting then.
So no, but we are all chameleons naturally. So if you're in front of a board of education speaking on behalf of your children, you're gonna talk a certain way. If you at work, you're gonna talk a certain way. And if you're with your homies, you're gonna talk a certain way. So I want my son to be able to move and maneuver through different situations and be safe to know that you can be yourself at home with me.
I like that. I think one thing that gets lost, because I was gonna get at this earlier. Now I think about it. A lot of times, right? So we're all at that age where we've seen a lot of quote unquote babies having babies, and now as we're getting older, those same, like, we remember when the mom was pregnant and she was that girl in school. Like, man, you pay attention in health class, nigga, you could end up like this. But now you see these kids, now they're adults, and somewhere along the lines, and I'm not saying this is everybody, but some people have more of like a sibling relationship with their child, right, or a friend relationship with their child, as opposed to a parental relationship. And I think sometimes that is very that's a catastrophic failure in my eyes.
Big times.
Because it's all good. Like, I want my kids to be candid with me. I want my kids to be comfortable enough to speak to me. However, I want my kids to also remember that, you're talking to your father. So you might have respect. So you might get let a curse word out, but don't go over the top either.
Well, you know what's crazy is though, like the guidance counselor was telling the kids and everything. It was Penn Grove Middle School, like, express yourself, telling the kids to express themselves. Like, you should be able to express yourself anytime you want to, right? But they ain't teach the kids that there's like ways to who to express it to and who not to express it to. Like, they're saying that if you feel some type of way, go ahead and say what you feel and say what you mean and everything. Now, if my daughter come to me and says, yo, Dad, I'm tired of this shit. Like, listen, I don't want to fucking do these chores no more because I don't have to, because I don't feel like doing it. And I'm like, God damn, what the fuck just happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? But shit, could I be mad at her though? Because the school is in like you gotta express yourself. You gotta express yourself.
I would immediately say, excuse me, my nigga. Would you like to try that again? That's me though.
I think the system got a big hand in what's going on with the family households and everything. First of all, the number one thing is the majority of households divided, meaning the structure of the father figure and the mother figure. Like, that's the number one. That's how they started it right there. That's the game plan.
Especially as it pertains to us as Black people.
Yeah, brown people,
melanated people.
Here we go.
I think.
How they call us Black, bro? We not Black.
Why they got such negative connotations for Black? Like,
and Black is
when it's dark out. When it's dark outside, something bad's happening. A bad storm's about to come.
Black hat.
Did y'all look at
don't cross a black.
Did y'all look at the definition of white? Did you look at the definition of Black? Like, yo, so why they call them white if they're not white?
Because they clearly aren't that.
They're not white.
Well, we clearly aren't Black.
But they labeled it. Who labeled them? Who labeled us? The system. Oh, let's not talk about the system yet. Yeah, let's get back to the kids.
I think one thing I think is essential though is that I think we were byproducts of an era of where a child is to be seen and not heard, and I think that tradition is one that needs to be thrown out.
Right.
because
people.
in a lot of ways, you know, as a child, you start to feel like your opinions, your feelings, and your thoughts are immediately disregarded just because you're not an adult. And that's a bad formula for any child, because by the time they become an adult, they're naturally rebellious because I'm grown. You can't tell me shit. You know what I mean?
But night, how is we going to control the way a younger person express themselves? If you see these older people on Facebook expressing themselves the way they don't give a fuck about nothing, but then you trying to teach your kids how to express themselves, is that going to make any type of sense though?
I think that requires a couple of things. Two, one, the main thing is you need to be able to have that dialogue with your child.
Okay.
So you can explain, like, yes, this is social media. This is your social media, and it is a platform, but you need to be mindful of the things that you put, because you're still a representation of your family.
Or I get drunk
And it never goes away.
And never.
I delete that shit. I delete the next one. I delete.
But no,
But motherfucker screenshot your shit.
So then you gotta
Or somebody walk up on you like, oh, you was wild.
Yeah.
Or motherfucker see you like, you was drunk. But
like, yo,
you gotta find an example to show. Like, look at, for example, a rapper or whatever, something that they said 5-6 years ago, coming back to bite them in the ass later on. See, like, that's why you gotta watch what you put on the internet, whatever. Or
like a lot of people, like when they
a lot of these famous people, and I don't know why people really take the. I don't know how this job description came into play. But somebody was like, "Listen, bro, I need you to sit here, and yeah, he's been on Twitter for 10 years now. I want you to go back and check every single tweet he put out. Like, who came up with that job? Like, anything he said derogatory, flag it, screenshot it, send it to me, and then we're going to try to ruin.
Well, it's the vultures. That's the media, social media type world that we live in.
That gets paid for that.
But
they get paid good money.
But you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy that nobody not paying attention though? As in that somebody could tell you what you said was inappropriate for Facebook or social media, right? So and they delete your posts. They're like, I got in Facebook jail a lot of times. Well, about 2 times, 3.
Couple bids in.
But the system or the social media is dictating how I'm expressing myself now. Think about it. We are all adults. Majority of people that's on Facebook is adults, right? Mm-hmm. So they're expressing their stuff, right? Now, it's not my fault that the next person cannot decipher or understand or take what they want from it without you deleting the person or banning somebody from being Facebook. So that means they controlling the whole outlook in the world now.
Yeah, I mean,
think about it. That's scary though. Nobody not talking about that. That's scary.
You think about it like this, right? They can do that for anybody for social media. But what if you're somebody who's in entertainment, like a comedian, for example? And
Kevin Hart got in trouble for saying that's gay.
Yeah, but it was a whole part of his routine,
right?
When he was coming up, he's
a nobody.
And now he's got a little more notoriety. Now they decide to break him down. We got to find something wrong with him
because he got bigger.
Yeah, but to me, I think that's wrong too. Even though we spoke on the vultures, the culture vultures, so to speak. But it's crazy to me because when you sit there, right, and you look at a motherfucker and be like, nah, they're too perfect. Or nah, something's got to be wrong with them. Let's find something wrong with them. To me, it's like last time I checked, nobody was perfect. Right. So, and
I mean, are you sure about that?
You perfect?
I'm perfect the way I want to see perfect. Now, if you're going by what everybody else saying,
stop looking at me with the mask on. I'm so uncomfortable.
Perfect is in the eye of the beholder.
Perfect is you. Whatever you want, whatever you see life is, your perspective. That's what life is about. Whatever you see, I can't make you see it my way.
7 minutes free. You take the mask off.
Shit, the alarm about to go off in a second. The mask about to slide up.
But like the office.
Muscle move now. Yeah, see.
Let's see.
You
got a straw? I don't even think a straw can get through there.
Nah. Maybe like a little stir.
Man, when it comes to alcohol, fuck this man.
But like the show The Office, I believe wouldn't be on air because they touched on so many different things, like fat people, gay people, like
I love The Office.
So many different things. But although it's taboo to talk about, race and politics and religion, but in every show, it's a homosexual act in every single show now. So it's just like, all right.
Like I think Dave Chappelle said it in one, like it was like Sticks and Stones, I believe. He was talking about how the lady who was part of, I guess, whatever type of commission or whatever, like she would tell him, like, Dave, there's no way that you can say faggot on TV.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he was like, but y'all not opposed to me saying nigger.
How is faggot worse
or
than
nigger?
Yo, they got faggot worse than nigger now.
So when Dave Chappelle asked, he was like, well, why can't I say faggot? And they said, well, Dave, you're not a faggot. And he said, no. I'm not a nigga either.
How that happen though? How did people could never say nigger on national television.
I remember the first time I heard nigga on TV.
Right? You couldn't do it on no platforms, right? Now we can say nigger now on our podcast, but we can't say the F word.
No.
Like, how the fuck that happened?
I know the first time I heard nigger.
So niggas watered down. And faggot got motherfuckers still with Kool-Aid or something.
Yo, I don't know if y'all ever watched South Park, right? It was an episode with Stan's dad. He was on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, Lord.
And the way it was set up, he was like, I knew the answer. They're like, what is it? He said, the nigger guy.
Mm.
Oh.
I forgot what the real answer was, but they really said nigger throughout the whole show. Like everything, he went around town. Hey, that's the nigger guy.
Hmm.
I was like, wow.
I heard nigga on Sanford and Son as a child.
You did?
I only heard it once. But they let that shit run. They let that shit slide. I don't know how many episodes he had afterwards, but he got that one off. Red Fox got that one off. But but getting back to like trying to raise these kids, like I know parents who don't physically discipline their children. I know parents who may have done it once or twice, or maybe like they might say like your kid might be like a car, every now and then you gotta send them back in for a tune-up so that way you understand that okay, it's 5 years since your last ass whooping, so now you done got away with some shit and you think it's all good. We bring you back to reality. Get this other 5-year point. Did make 7 minutes, by the way. He capped out about 3.
But you know what's crazy is though, night. I used to my mom used to whoop my ass. I used to pack me a bag up, say I'm gonna run, I'm gonna leave, right? And I put the bag back down, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna fucking go to take a nap because a lot of times I got my ass, so I took a nap. I don't know why.
Had to recover.
They beat the energy out of me, though. Like
had to recover.
Like so, the energy was beat out of me. Like
we got whooping.
You wasn't a stationary target. You was moving, so you had to put some energy into it.
So, but when you after your ass when you wake up, you be like, I shouldn't have did that, right? Now that I look back, like I used to say, my mom, like, why the fuck you beat me like that? Like, like really, why you keep beating me like that? Now that I'm looking back at it, I should have got 100 more beatings or 1,000 more beatings.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because I did some devious shit.
Them damn West Side kids.
Nah, man, I did some devious shit. No, kids is kids. We learning. Don't forget, she said, like you said, kids are learning.
Right.
And definitely, like, now this is what I'm with. Like, if a kid is like touching stuff and everything, you can't get mad at a kid for touching stuff and everything, right? Now,
curious, exploring.
Now, when the kid itself get a little bit older and they keep doing the same thing repeatedly, something got to be done about it. Something has to be done. You can say that you want to take the kid toy away, right? The way these kids got imaginary friends now, they be talking to their fucking friends. I don't know who the fuck they talking to, but they talking to other people or voices. That's what I'm saying. Like, so if you take the iPad away, right? They're not gonna stop a beat. They're gonna keep pushing on. So now they're like, well, I'm good. Now what? What's up? And they're gonna do what they did. What you gonna take from them then?
Shit, nowadays, if you take that iPad or that tablet, they're gonna tear the crib the fuck up.
Nah, I ain't gonna do it. That's when you get this fucking nugget.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
So there's a video
I disagree with you.
of a white dad, and it looks like DMV, and two of his kids are sitting in the chair. and he beats the one little boy. The little girl.
He fucked him up.
He did.
He did what he had to do.
But the little girl is sitting there, and after he beats the little boy, he tells her to sit the fuck down. She ain't move. She ain't say nothing.
But that's how life was with us growing up. Meaning that the boys got it the worst, and the girls were like, "Oh shit, you see what happened, bro?
I want no parts of
I
that.
want no parts of that." But dads is
before-
always like that on girls.
But listen,
That's natural.
Before the ass whooping happened, look at the scene. DMV, right?
Yeah.
So DMV is boring as hell. You gotta wait forever.
And it's a naturally frustrating
The
place.
kids didn't have toys. The kids didn't have iPads, but dad had his phone. So you entertain as an adult, and you got yourself entertained, but you want your kids who are naturally energetic and run around to sit down in an unnatural environment with nothing.
Boom.
And you expect them to behave.
All I can say is boom.
And then you as an adult, as their parent, can't handle your emotions to intellectually speak to them and say, hey, don't run around, but let's redirect this energy. I'm number 217 and they on 197. I can still see the number from outside. Let's go outside and do something. So you get mad because, like you said, the kid touching stuff. So your kid touching all this stuff, all these pictures, they touching it, right? Move the damn pictures. Move the pictures. It's about to be Christmas for y'all who celebrating Christmas. The kid gonna touch the tree.
So where do you
move the tree?
So if you do that away, where do discipline come in at? How can you teach discipline though if there's nothing to be attempted for them to be disciplined about?
So you have to realize that at a certain age, that's when
what's a certain age? Who comes with that age? First of all, the unlimited for learning. There's no. I don't fuck the school books. Fuck all diapers workers. Fuck y'all. What is why I hate the motherfuckers. There's cops and diapers workers, yo. Yo, I'm sorry, yo. But that's just mad because they done divided more families than any motherfucking body, man. But fuck y'all.
Sometimes
anyway, no, it's not, yo. Sometimes, but majority of times it's not.
If you have a child in a situation where the child is being abused,
right,
that's something different. Yes,
but if you
somebody called diapers and then,
but the same way we talk about a child being physically abused, if you have somebody who just doesn't agree with your parenting method, then they can make a phone call.
How the fuck they going? What I said is every household is different.
And then they have the nerve to say, "Well, we got a complaint."
And then saying
we got to come out.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody ever been involved with diapers before. You know what I mean? I have, because I whooped my daughter ass, and I told diapers I whooped my daughter ass. Now what? What we gonna do about this? Like, what we gonna do about it? Because I know what's going on. Like, well, first of all, they said, "Okay, Mr. Moore, can we send me the food?" What that food got to do? The ass
when they come in, they want to make sure.
That's why I say, wait a minute. So I'm like, wait a minute. Matter of fact, y'all ain't coming no motherfucking where. Now, I see. Go get a cop. Bye. So they came back again with the supervisor. I said, "What? You got a cop?" Bye. Right? They got smart on me. They came back with somebody new. Got me. I said, God damn it. Hey, Lonnie, come here, Lonnie. Can I talk to you? Fuck you motherfuckers. Y'all can come in. But sometimes, yo, like, you gotta know, like they take advantage of situations, man, because a lot of people ain't deserved diapers cases that got diapers cases. That's what I'm trying to say. It's some motherfuckers that don't need to have kids, period. I'm not talking to them motherfuckers. I'm talking to the real niggas. Well, let me phrase that out. I'm talking to the gods and the queens, man. That's what I'm talking to.
Fucking Gabe.
Listen, that diapers shit is all fucked up, man. If y'all never been a part of that shit, y'all never know what I'm talking about.
I've been on both sides.
Yo, I've been on. Well, I never been on the bad side of it. I've been on the side
like, as the person who had to knock on the door and investigate.
So you could have got knocked out like upside your head.
And I've been part of the team that had to come get the kids. And
that's bad. That's bad. That's bad, yo.
So again, just as a disclaimer, although my son's only one and I'm a new mom, I'm certified in applied behavioral analysis, degree in psychology. I work with autistic and
now check this out. Since you know all that, since you got all that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, when I was growing up, right? Big family, right? 11 of us, right?
It's a lot.
It's a lot of us, bro.
Siblings or like cousins?
No. It's 10 boys and one girl, right? So We had shared beds and shit like that, right? Now imagine if we lived in this era, right? My mom would have had so many diapers cases because we didn't meet the guidelines. Like it was never enough beds in the house. Like we got groceries on a daily basis. Like we go to the store, go to the store, get groceries, we gonna eat and everything. So we ain't had cabinets stacked up, what you call everything. But we all survived though. Like we made it. Like I mean, I'm sturdy than the motherfucker, and I'm smart as hell. So that means whatever the fuck Diaper's talking about, and I'm passionate, whatever Diaper's talking about, that they got a guideline, a step that kids should have and everything. Who the fuck came up with that guideline? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is y'all to tell somebody?
I think when you create those, right?
You're get crazy.
I know that's why I felt the need to interject. I feel like when you you're gonna take your you need everything you can get right now. You need energy, nigga. But like I completely agree with you about, because when they're for anything in life, but especially with parenting, they're trying to create guidelines for you, but these guidelines are based off of an unrealistic expectation sometimes, right? So if you have, like, once you have at least like 3 or more kids, a lot of shit don't apply to you that would apply to somebody who has one child. Like I remember my wife and I, we were looking for a place.
My need is, bro. You talking to the sister?
we were looking for a place to stay, right? And we found a house, and we liked the house. And the guy seen that I had a son and a daughter, but they got to be in separate rooms. But my son and daughter at the time were like maybe 2 and 4.
But once they hit a certain age,
yeah.
But who came up with that though? Who the fuck came up with that? A girl and a boy cannot be in the same room together.
Because somewhere, some brother,
what you mean?
did something inappropriate.
Man, the system did something inappropriate
to separate the children once they, see their body parts. But even in Islam, when my son gets a certain age, he can't see me nude anymore. Because he looks at me.
I understand that though. Listen, but if you say, like, listen, first of all, that's early teachings though. About this is your brother and everything. This is your sister and everything. Like, you know what I mean? You start to feel a certain different way and everything. When you start understanding your body, that changes though too. Mm-hmm. That do changes now. That's a whole different curiosity. But that's something that's got to be taught and everything. But listen, this is what I try to tell people, right? Sometimes life is simple. We make it hard. Meaning about this politics shit, this bullshit, the history books and everything. Meaning that they said that we were the smartest species in the world, right? That's what they say. Cool. Because we the species that wrote it down. So of course we gonna be the smartest.
I control the information.
So but check this out though. If you got somebody like me that I understand situations that I see, you know what I mean? So when you look at an animal, right? That not one animal go to school, right? But the moment that animal is born, the mom know what the fuck to do. Who the fuck taught her? It's natural. Mm-hmm. What they do is they take your natural instincts away and educate you with this bubblegum ass public school system. And they take all the natural instincts from the mother and the father. Well, they beat him inside the head and lock his ass up. That's how they do him. You know what I mean? But yo, we not seeing this, yo. Yo, because I tell motherfuckers like which was like, what you mean by that? I said, listen, motherfucker, a gazelle is born, right? The motherfucking drops right out, like goddamn blood everywhere. The guy ill, right? The motherfucking gazelle got like a certain amount of time to get up, right? Like a minute, 2 minutes to stand up, right? The mom licking the shit off her, like the afterbirth, because that's good for her too. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so mom looking up. So all of a sudden she's trying to push the baby to learn how to walk. So now the baby learn how to walk, right? Now the baby got to learn how to run. Now she's pushing the baby. This is all a matter of 10, 15, 20 minutes, right? So all of a sudden, right, this big ass lion, a big ass John coming up the way, right? So the baby deer sees the lion, right? And then runs the opposite way. That baby never been to school, never been taught. How the fuck that baby know to run from that lion? Energy. Fucking energy. Fucking minutes old, bro.
The same way that when I was pregnant, if I never pushed, I would still have my baby.
Ooh, child.
because my body knows what to do. I don't have to teach
Look how many girls they may suffer from having births on their back.
Right.
Come on, man. You gotta listen, man. Like we was taught to be stupid. We wasn't born stupid. We was taught to be stupid, man.
I like that.
I'm for real. When you start learning this shit, you be like, yo, and it's the system that got the public schools into play, yo. Because first of all, we all couldn't afford private schools. I mean, John went to private, but I mean, I ain't no shots at John.
White privilege, even though I'm light skinned.
But I mean, but the majority of us could not afford private schools.
Well, you think about it like this, right? It's not natural. It wouldn't be natural, like your household, right? So it's like 11 of y'all. So you imagine like low ball the tuition, like so it's $1,000 per kid. That's $11,000 in a year.
That's crazy.
Like who nobody in their right mind is going to be able to afford that. But
education though is a sham.
It's fake.
Because you could go to private school, you can go to Harvard, and you still don't have common sense. And then
we know. See, don't get information and common sense. Information and common sense are two different things. Common sense is something like the animals got. To me, they more in tune with common sense. Now, information is something that we need to have in the society right now. The more you learn, the better informed you are. And the education system take that information from us and give us their education and not the information we need.
I mean,
and that's our downfall, yo.
I think, well, you know, they make you go, yeah, watch your mouth about private school.
My bad, bro. Bro, I'm not knocking you. I just said it was enough. We couldn't all do it.
I'm sorry. St. James.
Yeah, he's one of you motherfuckers. He went to Delaware too, right?
Yeah, he did.
And fuck Elizabeth, man.
The diocese shut,
See how he
down.
put paragraphs? You gotta stop doing that shit.
But it was a very valid point.
I mean, but so this is the reason why conscious parenting is interesting to me, because I was very emotional as a kid, and I would cry, and my mom wouldn't hear what I was saying. She would listen to me cry and be like, "Hush, like just stop talking, just calm yourself down." And to this day, I'm not able to articulate how I feel, because I was always told to suppress that.
But that's a failure in a lot of ways.
What you guys say?
That's a failure in a lot of ways in how you were brought up. Because if you're crying and your parent doesn't understand why you're crying or why you're upset, and then they're not even going to give you like the due or the credit to just explain yourself.
But it's adults can't even explain themselves to this day.
That's fact.
How they feel with the words.
See,
this is where I get bullshit at.
Conscious parenting comes into
Okay,
play.
but listen, you gotta be more understanding with your concept. That's why I believe in structure. When I say structure and everything, a lot of people discredit religions and everything. But if you take a religion, right? I ain't gonna say the religion. I'm gonna say a religion. I'm just gonna pick a religion. Listen, I ain't knocking nobody. I'm just gonna pick a religion.
Normally, that's when you start knocking somebody.
I'm gonna say Christianity. You know why I'm gonna say Christianity? Because they got guidelines, right? It's a structure on how a kid's supposed to be brought up and how a kid's supposed to live their life and everything. How you supposed to go to your days and everything like that. Boom. You got morals and you got different things you can do, different things you can't do, right? Now this is where everybody got to pay attention to that right here, right? You got people that said, "Oh, fuck Christianity, fuck that and everything," right? But if you take Christianity, right, that's a structural system, right? Now you take the system of America, right? It's a structural system. You got no problem. You never talk back to that system. You obey by that shit. Because guess what? You got no choice. You got no choice. At least a religion, you got a choice to walk away and choose a different religion. But the American system that been on fucking us forever and still to this day fucking us and nobody challenging it. But yo, you'll see motherfuckers sit there and argue with motherfuckers that's religious all day long. But yo, religion is a way of life. The way of life, this American way that we living in right now, is fucked up, and y'all know it. This is what I wanted to say earlier with my mask on, but my rant, right? A motherfucker cop, right? This is what everybody need to realize. A cop will beat you upside your head with a club 15 times, right? And he hurt his fucking thumb. Now he pressing charges on you for hurting his thumb, but he bust you in the head 15 times.
You could have stopped that.
What?
Come on.
Is that justice?
No.
What the fuck is that?
I think.
But yo, now that's the criminal. He the criminal, really, charging a victim that he beat 15 times in the head with a crime. Malcolm been saying this shit for years, and nobody want to listen to him. What do you say? Democracy is hypocritical. Hypocritical.
Hypocritical?
Yeah, whatever it is.
I was with you.
So
I was with you.
I was picking up what you was putting down.
I smell what you're cooking. Stop trying to say it.
But yo, like,
your cup is empty.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like it don't affect people to hit their household. Meaning that like your son was not beat by a cop or like police officer. Your son was not attacked by a police officer. And you look at the charges, right? You got like, damn, my son look bad. My son in the hospital, but the fucking cop got a motherfucking band-aid on his kneecap.
That's the thing.
And he got a charge for fucking assault on a police officer.
Bruh.
The assault on a police officer?
I've always
Get the fuck out of here.
I've always had issues with that because I think for anybody, for any change to really happen, you got to acknowledge when you do fucked up shit. So even going back to where you talked about when you would cry and your mom would kind of like shut you down, like she needs to acknowledge that, like, you know, I was wrong for doing that because I see how that me doing that back then all those years, and then you fast forward to now, and it's like it still impacts you. Mm-hmm. And you know, a lot of times when you acknowledge what you've done wrong, you start building the foundation for repairing relationships.
But we have to learn how to start repairing without the acknowledgement, and we have to learn to accept the apology that we're never going to get, because a lot of the generations of our parents.
If you don't get that apology, you're building something. Just tell them come in.
But yo, apologies.
Come in.
Apologies don't make pain go away. Everybody gotta understand that.
No. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is like when you wrong, you got to say you was wrong, because times out of 10, you might not even understand what the course that those actions. You don't understand the ramifications that they create, and subsequently they create unknown traumas in a person too. And that just applies to everything from parenting to policing and all of those things. So it's essential that you that like even with me, right? Like, y'all know I left my job. And when I left my job, right, my job had a nice little write-up, right? And this write-up turned around and it said everything that I did wrong in their eyes, right? And what they and this was going to be on my record for the extent of the time I was going to be at the job. If I sign this paperwork, it's going to sit there and say, yeah, you did this, you did that, you did this, nothing. You did that, right? Don't sign anything. So the first thing I said was, because we're having quote unquote a meeting, I said, but I did this because y'all did that. You know, across me, but you got ducked a little bit. But I was like, I don't have no problem signing it. But what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to put in writing the things that y'all did that led to my actions. Mm-hmm. So, you know, because for every action, there's going to be a reaction. Now, you might not agree with the reaction, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So, you know what? So acknowledge what you did, right? So now if I go to a different branch of the company, right, and I apply for the job and they look at my permanent record, they're going to sit there. They're going to see this stuff that I signed off that I did, but they're not going to have a full picture of what took place either. So now, if you're lucky, you'll find somebody who's going to be willing enough to say, hey, well, what happened with this? Questions. And then, but if you're not lucky, somebody's going to look there and say, you see this shit on this permanent record? Nah, we don't need that here.
But yo, that's the whole big thing that's going on in society right now today. They want people to comply, right? But they're forgetting about how somebody's feelings, somebody's natural reaction. Mm-hmm. It's a such thing called natural reaction. And science can't fucking figure that out. Science can't tell nobody or teach nobody of a natural reaction. So you can't tell somebody how to act natural. And that's one of the biggest problems that's going on. And they throwing that shit under the rug. They not talking about it at all. Yeah. It's called a natural reaction. Tell any science book to open what the fuck is a natural reaction.
Nature.
But you can. It's not about what you say. It's about how you say it.
I'm talking about.
But the
when I say natural reaction, meaning that
reaction might be
scared. Like when you get scared, like oh,
Oh,
or I'm running this way. That's a natural.
Right, okay.
You was never taught to do that.
bitch, did you hit me?
No, I'm saying you was never taught that. Like natural reaction is like that universal law stuff.
Right.
Because yo, fuck
Fight or flight.
fuck these universities, fuck Harvard, fuck all these motherfucking universities because all their studies come from the universe. That's why they call it universities. Think about it, like
Allegedly from the universe.
no universe.
No. What I'm saying.
No, when I say universe, I'm talking about the laws of the. I mean the reaction of the land, like how meaning it's a cause and effect. No matter what, it's going to happen. It's going to be a cause and effect. So like the way society is, the way the motherfucking nature is, like you know what I mean, whatever you put into nature, you get back from nature. You know what I mean, so these motherfuckers is fucking overstanding their boundaries on this shit. Big times, like big times, and we don't talk about it unless we like now you've been pulled over. Avon been pulled over. Twitty, he been pulled over. He been pulled over.
He got mugshot.
Okay. all right.
Definitely.
But like a lot of people don't understand what we're trying to say about what's going on because they've never been, like you said, how could a kid know that a stove is hot if he never touched it? Like we could tell our parents could say, yo, comply. But like when do
complying does not guarantee you anything.
But when do complying meaning that, yo, okay, I complied. Then what? Now what? Now who's at fault now?
I was in college. I was 18, turning 19, and me and my best friend, we were out and about. We went to Taco Bell, right?
Taco Bell.
And I was in Maryland because I was at BSU, Bowie State University, BSU. And you know, in Jersey,
she threw a shout out.
When you merge in Jersey, there's a merging lane. In Maryland, there is none. So when you come on, I cut somebody off. It was an all black car.
Oh, you said when you come on, you said okay. The merging lane, you got a little bit. You got a little bit.
It's so small, but as Jersey, you could ride that
Ride
a little bit.
Right about a quarter mile to you.
So I cut a car off. Long story short, it was an undercover cop who chased me to campus. When I seen a cop or a campus cop, and I ran a stop sign to get to the campus cop because I thought it was just a regular person, and I jump out to like get the campus cop to help me. I hear freeze. I turn around. It's a cop with a gun. And I was like, I didn't even know. And it's my birthday. Like my biggest fear is for my obituary to say March 8th. Like that is super scary. So I immediately was like, effed up. Like that's crazy. So I complied. Like, officer, I didn't know you was an officer. I accidentally cut you off. You gave me the finger. You threw food out the window. I was like, yo, you're really bugging right now. Like you're lying. Long story short, I got had to get on the hood of the car.
Reckless
driving. I got
evading,
tickets,
looting,
all of those tickets.
Resisting arrest.
And I was just like, I'm in college. I was raised right. I got good grades. Why am I on the hood of this car on my birthday? Like, so you're absolutely right.
That's a fucked up birthday.
You can comply and say all the right things and do all the right things, Sandra Bland. And still end up on the wrong side of the person.
I'm glad you said that because you see the cop suing the what's her name? Breonna Taylor boyfriend. Just because he was fucking felt what's the word that I want to choose the right words because it's fucked up. He's suing him for saying that he like depressed and shit, like he fucked up right now because of what happened.
So the cop is suing the boyfriend because he's depressed as a result of his own actions.
Word is born. It's going on right now.
And he's sitting here trying to hold this man accountable, even though was the man there when they went to the house?
Yeah, because he shot him in
the leg.
Okay.
The cop got shot in the leg is suing the boyfriend.
Yeah, so he said he distraught, like he fucked up in the head. How, Sway? What about the dude that had his kids in the car? Them kids gonna be fucked up for life.
Word,
they gonna be fucked up for life. Yo, first of all, every family gonna be fucked up for life because they witnessed they individual family member dying on fucking video.
Right.
So they forever.
Yeah, even if it's even if it's like fucking even if it's like 10 years down the road, because there's been such awareness put on the situation,
Put it
somebody's
out
going to
there.
show that footage
They're
again.
gonna-
They're going to. The anniversary is death, and I spoke about this
School books are
before.
gonna put it in
Yeah, like so, you know, like
so
so imagine like you're a descendant of this man, and you're still being constantly forced to relive this trauma. You know, that's crazy in itself.
unpopular opinion, because this is a psychologist in me. The cop, I'm not going to discredit his feelings or his emotions at all, but you're directing it at the wrong person. Direct it at your police force that
Absolutely.
trained you incorrectly.
Yeah,
That
they gave you
didn't
bad
have the
information.
wrong information. Sue them.
Yeah. Suing the civilian in this is by far the wrong thing to do.
Who lost somebody they loved.
But yo, we could go deeper with this because we could say that okay, the police force is not training their fucking employees right?
Absolutely.
So you could say that the police force is at fault, but who pays the police force? The taxpayers, right? So we got every right to say something about it.
Like if you buy,
why the fuck this shit ain't been brought to the table?
If you go to a restaurant and they fuck up your order, you are well within your rights to complain like, yo, y'all fucked up my order.
And then what they bring out the manager, right?
They might bring out a manager, or they might correct the situation.
So they won't get to the manager.
So don't get to the manager. But when it comes to things like this, it's like, no.
Who we got to go to?
No. Like, okay, well, you can file a complaint.
And that could
it might put a negative mark on the officer's permanent record, or it might just put a mark, not necessarily a negative one. It just might just put a mark on his record, but he's still going to be able to keep living, still providing, taking care of his family.
Hey, yo, that's why I said this gang shit earlier, yo. At the end of the day, you on one side. You're going to be on this side of the fence or this side of the fence. It's going to have to be a game, whatever you want to call it, because it's us against them. And then if you don't know who them is, I'm not talking to you. First of all, let's get that clear. Yeah, let's get that clear. Like when I say them, it's them. They know who them is. They been new because the war been started. We just now realizing that we in a war.
Right.
That's our people is fucked up. We got cradle. I mean, we got rocked to sleep, and we fucked up, yo. We fucked up bad, and people scared. People scared to talk about it, man. You know why? Because they blackball motherfuckers like me.
They will sacrifice.
And shout out to my boy Avan was talking shit today.
but you know, sometimes it's extreme.
You gotta say that to John. I want John to talk about it.
It's extreme sometimes, but you have to be willing to be a martyr for your cause.
Facts.
Like you have to understand, like there are a lot of people who do things and they do things just enough to try to raise some type of awareness, but they don't want to go all the way.
They're scared. They don't want to know consequences.
Yeah. But you have to realize, like, if you really say you believe in something, I hate to say it, like you got to be willing to die for that shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, John, you're a parent. 20 a parent. We all parent. God damn it, the whole fucking. But Avan said something about the trick or treating thing, right? Avan, say what you said about trick or treat thing.
I just put a general post messing around like, yo, anybody sending their kids or letting their kids go trick or treating.
You call diapers on you.
Or I'm calling diapers on you.
Yeah, I seen that.
You don't love your kids.
So
it's just a lot.
No, I know it's a lot behind.
It's a lot going on. So when I originally put that post, it wasn't just COVID. You know what I mean? It's everything that's going on. One, I don't deal in Halloween really celebration. Again, we're celebrating spirits and demons in the middle of a pandemic. Like, you're asking for whatever you get. Like, I'm good.
You said I was spot on. What's going on, Walter? But yeah, like, I mean, I'm with you. Like, you know, I mean, like my daughter was like, it was like Tuesday. My daughter was like, she was like, Halloween is Saturday. I said, that shit's canceled. And then, you know what her little smart ass said? No, it's not. Gaga's having a little get together at her house on Saturday. I was like, that's your grandma. That's cool. She can have something. I said, but then she tried to say today, well, they're doing a trunk or treat at 6. Nope.
But yo, I think
don't know where them trunks been.
But yo, I think this COVID shit. I think the COVID shit is nowhere near this police brutality shit. It's here. COVID shit is here to me because if we all grew up, like we all older. We seen what the flu did to people. Flu killed babies. Flu killed young people. Flu ain't discriminate. If you got the flu, you could die, right? So you telling me now this virus is only targeting older people and everything. I'm not saying
those were the reports.
What I'm trying to say is that the flu been doing this for years and everything. Let's talk about strokes. Let's talk about sugar diabetes. Let's talk about all these shits that's killing millions of people every day. That shit should have been a pandemic. Not no pandemic. It was planned. It was planned, but it should have been a pandemic though. Meaning that we gotta bring this shit to the table. We gotta come up with a vaccine or a solution.
I think the biggest thing that we're lacking is like they understand that we as melanated people, we
gang, man. This shit about to come to a gang.
Okay. But I think the one thing they do know is that we lack one essential element to this, and it's pretty much we lack organization.
Facts.
Right?
That was part of my rant. My bad. I forgot.
That's just dead now.
Do your shit, nigga.
So look, right? So because we lack organization, this is why the wool will continuously be pulled over our eyes, because you know that it starts becoming a numbers game. Be like, okay, there's 10 million of them, right? We're gonna make at least 3 million of them felons. Got them. So now
done.
And now they're gonna spread our message to at least another million. Like, yeah, I ain't got no say so. So if I can't do it, you can't do it. I say all that to say this, right? I'm 38 years old this year. I've never seen so much onus on a presidential campaign and voting like I have. I mean, I can't go on when I say anything. I can't go on social media. I can't play fucking Madden. I can't do anything without someone telling me, go vote, go vote, go vote. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I don't know how I'm not concerned about where people stand on the fence as it pertains to politics, but I've never seen voting shoved down people's throats like it has been this year.
And think about it, Nate. When we was growing up in school, they kept politicians like you couldn't talk about this shit.
Religion and politics.
Religion and politics you could not talk about, right? So people will never be informed because they can't talk about it. Because my thing is, if you be informed like me, I can sit down with anybody. I said this, my boy Avan, like I can sit down with any religion and we can have great talks. Because my thing is, you should be mature enough to take something from anything you hear, and then you can take the bullshit and take the bullshit if you don't want it. You adore it. That's what it's about, adoring. That's what it's called, adoring right there. I mean, that means, remember I said how Facebook fucking dictating what we gonna say and everything like that? They trying to dictate, like, taking all the bad shit away, saying that, oh, we got y'all, don't worry about it. As in, like, y'all not good enough to decipher the two of what's bad and what's good. So my thing is, if you look at every religion, right? Every religion got something in common, right? What every religion got in common? It's simple. Peace. Peace. So in order to have peace, you gotta have some type of fucking structure or laws in play to keep the peace, right? And then it gets deep because, goddamn it, our system, the American system, is backed by the Christianity, and this is where it gets fucked up at, right? This is where it gets fucked up at, because our system, the American system, the dollar bill, your money, y'all look at your money, y'all look at all that shit, and God we trust. Where they get that shit from? They got that shit from a religion. Not no, because first of all, my public schools believe in science. They don't believe in religion. So why the fuck do the whole system got God we trust on the back of our money? Come on, you gotta think.
Listen,
it's a bigger plan in play, man. But we not talking about this shit.
Listen,
but go vote, man. Go vote.
Listen, if nothing else, right? Go vote just for the simple fact because a lot of y'all ain't never went and voted.
What?
Just look, because here's the thing, right? There are a lot.
He fucked me up though. I'm like, first ever.
Come on, Elizabeth. Come on. So anyway, right? What I'm saying is, I'm telling people to go vote because a lot of people won't vote for some of the simplest reasons. Now, I'm not telling you, and Walter hit on it. He said he didn't vote for the presidential election, but he made sure he voted for his state and local legislature.
Now I agree with that. I agree with that.
But the most important thing about it is this, right? A lot of people won't go vote just because I ain't never did it. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to be prepared for. They don't understand that when you're going to vote that, okay, there's like a couple of pages or a couple of options to vote, whether locally or statewide and for the presidential. They don't understand the concept of like, yo, you don't have to vote on this.
Yeah, you don't.
But you can vote on that. But most people are negligent and ignorant to the fact that, well, I'm uncomfortable with it. So when you want to talk about handbooks and guidelines, that's one of the main things you need. You need to have some type of forum where people understand that, listen, even if you like a senior in high school, right? And you explain people the process of voting and they understand the options that are presented to them. And they understand the things like, no, it's not mandatory that you do this, but you also have the option to do that, and you don't have to do this.
And explain Republican and Democrat.
But listen, this is why I further realize there's a lot of like disagreements going on in the society, meaning that you got people telling people they need to vote or you should vote and everything, right?
If you don't vote, you're going down.
Steven Jackson, shout out to Steven Jackson, yo. He did it simple. He just said simple, right? Listen, I got a right to vote, and I'm not going to be wrong if I don't vote either. So if somebody don't vote, it doesn't matter. Why is it becoming a big thing as, oh, why you not vote? You should vote, or you should vote whenever you should vote. If I want to vote, that's my right. And people fought for their rights to vote. You want to go vote. That's on you. That's each individual. But my thing is, it seems like that somebody got a hand in the pot because the celebrities is going hard with their hand with this shit. And first, they not doing it just because they want to vote or with their preference. They getting paid to do that shit.
Somebody's
paying them, man. That's
freezing them palms.
First of all, we all know
points on the package.
Hey, yo, we all know that. Yo, listen, you gotta have money when it comes to politics. You won't make it up that ladder. We ain't talking about locally. Now, locally is something different. Locally is by the people. Now, when you start getting to the big dogs. You need money. You need supporters, and your supporters is the dictators. Never forget that.
Yeah, if I'm gonna cut the check, you gotta say what I say.
Bro, I'm gonna give you $1 billion, bro.
Ever heard the term stay in your tax bracket? Same thing with voting. You got all these celebrities telling people what to do, like you said, as far as voting.
We ain't got celebrity money.
Dictating on taxes. You're not in their tax bracket.
Facts.
So the stuff that they're talking about don't even relate to you.
Right.
So you shouldn't be worried about that. You got to worry about what's going on in your tax bracket and how it's going to affect you and talk to those
Stay in your
lane.
lane.
You know what's crazy? Bro, I just saw a segment of Dave Chappelle. He was on the Letterman show late at night, right? He was like, yo, you just got $50 million from the contract from what you call it? Then he was like, yo, he's like, yeah. He said, now who you voting for? He said, matter of fact, I might gotta change my vote now. I might like what Bush saying now. I'm like, what the fuck? Meaning that the money now changes where it's vote. Like 50 talked about the taxes. Right. Meaning that it affects the richer people. And the us down here, you might want to vote with Biden just because he's talking about the lower class people. But at the end of the day, like that's some bullshit. But anyway, it's all bullshit. It's what they're giving us. No president never did what they gonna say they're gonna do. Right.
Yeah, during election time, whatever you need to hear.
But Dave Chappelle said that shit right though. He was like, yo, he said when I got the $50 million, I'm like, maybe Bush nobody talking about that. Well, no, that's crazy. He said the money though.
It's not even just saying
maybe show it to you like this would be this, but with this tax plan, you're gonna lose $15 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you turn around,
make your vote change.
If you look at it like that, right? You know what I mean? But that's the importance of you having your vote because you can do what's best for you. Yeah. Like but you get caught in these the speculation and these lies and this temptation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like bro, like it's crazy.
Tax plan does not.
Yeah, if I make $50,000 a year, why is my vote on the same level of a Dave Chappelle or 50 Cent? Like, bro,
They
Way
just said
too-
Lil Wayne
two
that's
different lanes.
endorsed Donald Trump. Like, I'm like, yo, like these celebrities, like, listen, but you know what they do? Because they know that my boy Vaughn, everybody know I like a Vaughn. So my boy Vaughn, like, yo, bro, hit me up. He called me, like, yo.
Oh, he hit you up?
Like, Yolani, yo, I'm voting for Trump. I'm like, damn.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Word, bro. I'm voting for Trump too. All because that's my man's. Like, I listen to him. And then these celebrities got a big influence on our communities, and we don't even know about it.
No, you're right though.
I said music. When they say music is from the soul, right? Music is who you are. And what you listen to, music is a big influence on life. That's why they gravitate. All the politicians gravitate to the musicians. That's why the motherfucker. What you gonna try to grab Cardi B? She ain't know shit about politics, but guess what? She still had to sit down. It's so many motherfuckers smarter than her could have had to sit down that represent our people. You gonna choose Cardi B to represent us? Who said that? Malcolm said that. Malcolm said it best. Malcolm said we the only nation that have celebrities, athletes, and everything to represent us. We don't got no real leader. We never had a real leader. Never.
And that says that's sacrifice, willing to become
I'm
a martyr.
to sacrifice.
But with that,
Obama do my ass.
Yeah, I mean, like
Right,
Obama, you wasn't the only one Obama
He got everybody, yo.
But
hold on.
I think people mad at Obama because Trump did for white people what black people think Obama should have did for us. Trump has done everything for white people.
And he's been unapologetic about it.
Do for black people, Trump's done it for them. He don't good,
bro.
Trump's big thing was this, right? If I get my 4 years, I can do what I want my 4 years.
Hey, bro, the 8 years.
They could change it year 5 if I'm not there, but these 4 years, it's my time.
If I'm at 8 years, we gotta talk about nothing. Like I said this from day one. More black people died from police officers on the Obama watch than any other president. Period. And it was on camera. Right? My thing is, Obama, I know you're a puppet. Listen, I know you're a puppet. But after you got that second term, we know you can't get a third term. So why not say something about it?
Make it shit.
Let's say something. No, let's say about it. All you got to say is that, listen, we got to bring this to the table. Even though it's not going to get passed, at least bring it to the table. That's all you had to do. And I'd have been with you, Obama. Fuck you. Ooh. And fuck your supporters.
So anyway.
Yeah.
That being said.
Gang. It's about to be that. Gang.
Put your mask on.
Right, yeah.
Cover your face.
Gang.
Anyway.
You on one side of the, like, you can't be on both sides of the fence. Gang. My bad.
Just put your mask on and hush.
I just came here to dance. Like, I just came to talk about college experiences. Like, y'all got real deep with it.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the Drunk Ones podcast.
I get like that.
It happens. It's a natural progression.
I get it. And I love the passion.
But most importantly, man, I want to thank everybody who's chimed in on the Facebook Live. You can find us on Facebook at Drunk Ones Podcast, on Instagram at Drunk Ones Podcast, Twitter at Drunk Ones Radio. That's drunk _radio. You can go on drunkonespodcast.com.
It's all together.
It's all together. Whatever. Drunk Ones Radio on Twitter.
Gang.
And you can go on drunkonespodcast.com, get all of this wonderful content we put out. Season 4 is a season that's never ending. We fuck around be doing season 4 till 2022 at this point. Man, we appreciate y'all though just for getting on the motherfucking bandwagon and ride with us, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, Miss Cleveland, for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out to Keith Brown. Presidents are temporary. Wu-Tang is forever.
Facts.
So anyway, earlier in the show, we did talk about conscious parenting. That is something I encourage every parent to at least do some research on. Everything might not apply to you, but I guarantee you there are some things that will stick out to you and that can be beneficial.
If don't apply,
let it fly.
Wait till dear son turn 2.
Oh, when you hit the terrible 2s, that conscious
Two?
parenting gonna be out the window. Listen, man.
What?
Thank y'all for coming out, man. We appreciate y'all. God willing, we back next week because I told you the season is never going to end. This is Drunk Unks. This is our podcast. Enjoy y'all weekend. See y'all next week.